आए ऐसी फीलिंग फर्स्ट टाइम तुझको देखा ओ चंद्रलेखा जब जब तुझको देखा आए ऐसी फीलिंग फर्स्ट टाइम तुझको देखा मारी तूने ऐसी एंट्री हिल गई पूरी कंट्री मेरे दिल पे डेंट परमानेंट पड़ गए नजरें जो मिली हद से भी ज्यादा क्यूट तो मेरे कर्मों का फ्रूट तो कोई है गगन में तो एवन जहां से आकर तू गिरी मेरे चर्चे दर बदर है बस तू ही बेखबर है मैं चीखा चिल्लाया तूने मुड़ के ना देखा मुड़ के ना देखा ओ चंद्रलेखा जब जब तुझको देखा आए ऐसी फीलिंग फर्स्ट टाइम तुझको देखा
I don't care if you love me. You know you don't deserve me. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. 'Cause you ain't coming with me. But you're not good to follow, flying solo. I don't need nobody. Isi life ka maza lo, jaane do na bro. I'm not your honey.
तेरे नखरे हैशटैग लगते हैं हैशटैग लड़के तेरे आगे पीछे गिर जाते हैं चेहरा तेरा लगा एक लुक पे मर मिटा क्या बोलूं ख्वाब तेरे गाले कर जाते हैं कब से तुझ पे नजर है तू मेरे नैनों की शुगर है पर खोना ना दिया कभी मुझे एक भी पैसे का ओ चंद्रलेखा जब जब तुझको देखा आए ऐसी फीलिंग ओ फर्स्ट टाइम तुझको देखा
So, we have somebody who's in London. He's been busy filming for another film, but we're going to talk to him about a film that he's going to be starring in. It's called A Gentleman. And is he Sundar, Sushil or risky? Shall we find out, Sidharth? Thank you for joining us.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me. Well, yes, just to take on our tagline, I think we have Jacqueline, who's very Sundar. There's me, who's maybe kind of Sushil. And then we have the directors who are extremely risky. So we'll find out on 25th of August.
Wow. You're playing a double role for the first time. What was it like? How did you differentiate yourself in playing all these different roles?
Well, it requires a lot of prep. I think you sit down with the directors, you plan your characters. Over here, we have distinctly different characters here, so it made it easier. We have Gaurav, who's so domesticated. His dream is to have a perfect house in America, a perfect job, a nice kitchen where he can cook, a wife, hopefully, and he drives a minivan because he's prepping for a family, of course. So he's always thinking ahead, and he's always he has those small things in life that make him happy. And then we have Rishi, who's the more adventure-seeking, the more slightly brooding character who knows how to handle himself in a fight, and which made it extremely exciting to do for me, actually, if I had to pick, because I like adventure sports and getting out much more than cooking. I don't even know how to boil water. So,
really? Yeah. Oh wow, that's terrible.
Maybe boil eggs. I have survived in Mumbai when I came from Delhi on my own, but then I don't know how I managed. I can't remember what I used to cook at that time because it was always random things of boiling things. That was the easiest thing I did. And that made me fitter though, but it was really bad for my taste buds.
So what do you eat? What do you eat now, if you don't mind?
What do I eat now? Oh, and then luckily I can afford people who can cook for me, and they give me who can make meals and give me packed food. So yeah, I pretty much manage now in the kitchen.
And so you play these two roles, and you mentioned the fact that you're more the risky one.
The more the adventurous kinds, yeah, of course, yeah.
So what's it like working with Jacqueline? Because a lot of people have been asking me. I put it up, and they were like, what's Jacqueline like to work with in this film? And this is the first time you're working with her?
We did a small bit in Brothers. We were never together at that time though. We never had a scene together. So this is the first time we've done a film and scenes together. And she's great. I think she doesn't need an icebreaker, which I've always said. And you know, she's extremely friendly. She comes in with a lot of positivity.
Yeah.
I've never seen her in a bad mood, which I envy about her.
Wow.
And she's an extremely hard worker. She knows how to multitask. She's extremely fit as well, and she loves fitness, and she knows how to pole dance. So all positive and tick marks in my head.
So was she doing stunts too with you? Because you did your own stunts.
Yes,
Is that right?
90% of the stunts, 95% of the stunts you see are done by me, and because also the kind of choreography we've kept, it's all believable.
Right.
It's all things that you can do. There's very little CG when it comes to action, because that's the way we wanted to keep it. And you'll see Jackie doing some really cool gun stuff actually in the film.
Oh,
as well.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Was there competition between you two, like who shoots
Kind
better?
of. The competition was who doesn't blink, because
Wow.
it's the toughest thing when you have not one but two guns in your hand and you're shooting, and if you don't blink with recoil, because it's just actual human nature. So yeah, we had some competition on that.
Okay, so you know you're working in an action film. Do you like actions? Because we're seeing you in a different sort of role, in the sense of you know, you were Ig villain and you were student of the year, and actually that was going to be my introduction. I was going to say the student of the year going to Ig villain, and now you know you're like a gentleman, right?
I'm a gentleman. I know. I've progressed.
What's
From being
happened?
a bad guy to this. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm evolving.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been great. I think I love playing action characters. I think there's something that you always enjoy on the big screen.
Yeah.
You know, you can't enjoy them anywhere else. You know, but on a big screen, when you know, there's a bike chase or there's action or somebody jumping off a building, the thrill is fun. You know, because if you had to see you know, somebody doing the same thing that you do every day, it might not be as exciting. But I like it as a visual treat as an audience. That
You're a guy, right? Guys
maybe
like
yes.
things
Come on, all
like
guys,
that.
we like guns
Yeah,
and cars and bike
exactly.
and jumping off buildings. That's what we grew up.
And
at,
you get
so.
paid for it.
And I get paid for it, exactly. I do feel that. I said, wow, I get paid for this. And you know, when I was on top of that building in Miami doing that stunt, and they were like, you know, will you be okay? We want you to stand on the edge, and I want to take this angle, and you know, we're getting the chopper from here, and we want you to be in there. I said, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So they thought, wait till you stand there. Oh, I think we have to keep it back up. I don't think he'll make it there. You know. So
Is that what they said to you?
Yes, that's what I could hear probably from them later on, and the team was worried. But as I said, I also, I don't know if you've seen the trips that I took to New Zealand. You know, I was promoting adventure sports there, and doing all the you know, skydiving or you know, snorkeling or bungee. Not exactly bungee, but another version of it, or skywalk. I like
Skywalk?
Yeah, in New Zealand they have a
Right,
skywalk,
okay.
which you
Is
go
it
on the
like
tallest
a-
building and you can walk around on top of it.
I've never seen that.
So it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
So all that came in handy when I was doing action for this film. You know, standing in Miami on a 60-story building, and you had to look down.
Story building.
But it was great. I mean, obviously you're harnessed, and it's interesting. The view from there is breathtaking.
Yeah.
And
that would have been
and-
the best bit for me, I would say.
but it was funny, you know. They were worried about me, and then I was on top of that building, standing there, you know, with that the grappling thing. And they said, "Okay, action!" And I see the chopper coming in from really far, and I had to take shots around. But then after a point, they had to take a break. I said, "What happened?" Because it wasn't because of me, because of my director who was in the chopper, Raj, and he was taking circles around, and he got giddy because of the way the speed that the chopper was at. I'm like. And I started talking to him in the walkie. I said, "Come on, man, you're an actor standing on a 50-story building, and you're the one who's getting giddy." He's like, "Sorry, I've got to take a break." So it was funny.
Wow.
He was the one who actually
That's hilarious.
fell sick in that, just in a chopper ride.
And you got injured, is that right? Did you get injured?
Yes, there was the day we shot in Mumbai. We shot in Worli village, which is this little grungy area next to Worli, next to the sea. Has a lot of these small narrow alleys and you know, uneven ground. So that was the first day of hand-to-hand combat with another character, and yeah. So it's also raining at that time. So there was a lot of muck and rain and confusion where you know, our bodies scraped and the timings went off, and that was actually sadly the first few takes. and I scraped off my hand here, and then and yeah, so it was not such a
And it's healed now? Is it healed?
No, it's healed now. It's healed now.
Good,
So
good,
I'm fine. It's just annoying at times when you have these minor injuries. It wasn't something major, and when you have it in your first day of hand-to-hand combat, so you have to keep being wary of it and hide it. So yeah, it was interesting though. It's part and parcel. It's part and parcel of every action film.
And what one thing did you learn from making this film, from all your other films? I'm guessing?
Oh wow, loads. I think. I think technique and action, first of all. I think that action needs a certain amount of flair, and it's almost like choreographed dance. You need to prep the other actor and train. I had a great trainer here called Cyril Raphael, who's from France, and he came in to train me, and he also choreographed most of the action and conceived it. And I think he's done a great job to teaching me techniques. That came in, and then working with Raj and DK was good. They have a very, very fresh take on everything. They're not your typical filmmakers. They as they keep saying, they're first audience of which became directors. They had different jobs first. They were engineers and they were doing something else in America, and then they became directors. So their take is very new and fresh and everything. I think the humor is extremely unique that comes out. So people would see the different timing of humor. And yeah, just the experience of working on two different characters was very interesting. Planning things as an actor. So loads. I think this film has pretty much like what I've done in the past. I've done something like Equivalent Brothers, which has action. I've done Kapoor and Sons, which is slightly lighter, and the comedy. So this has a mix of everything. It has comedy, it has romance, and it's got action. All the three things that I like to watch in films, and all the three things that I would say I've enjoyed in the past.
Yeah.
So I've made a nice mix of them and brought a gentleman to you.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a short break, but don't go away because we'll still be speaking to Sidharth Malhotra, and we have questions from the audiences, so we'll be asking those questions soon. Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and we are still here. Sidharth Malhotra is with us right now. Right, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes. Right, before we go to some questions, we're going to play a little game. Okay. And this game is about your knowledge about double roles of actors who've been in Bollywood films. Okay, so I had to write a few notes to remind myself.
Lovely, yeah.
So let's and then if you do get this right, you'll get a chocolate.
Oh wow!
And it's come all the way from the US. It's Hershey's,
It's a long way for that.
It is a long way. Yeah, there's
lots of variety as well.
Yeah, it's like milk chocolate, there's toffee, and yeah. So okay, right? Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Right, the first question. So this is one of the most memorable double roles in Bollywood. It was directed by Gulzar, and it's about two pairs of identical twins separated at birth, and it was made in 1967, just to give you a bit of a hint.
Gulzar, is it a comedy take on it?
No, this one didn't really have. Yes,
No?
it did. Yes, it did actually. have a
Is it
comedy.
Angur?
It's got the Leave Kumar in it. Does that give
Angur,
you?
right?
No.
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 It's got the look. No, I don't know. 1967. No.
Ram or Sham. You
Was
must
Ram or Sham? Oh.
Do you remember that film?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've not seen the film, but I obviously know the title, yes.
Oh my God, it's a really good film.
Yeah.
And I love the old classic Bollywood films. Okay, so you don't get a chocolate for that one, by the way.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, I'm inching towards it though. Okay, yeah.
This is your breakfast.
Yeah.
Have you had breakfast?
No, they don't feed me here. No.
Okay, right, this could be your breakfast if you get the second one right. Okay, so separated in infancy by kidnapping, twin sisters are reunited as adults after a series of mistaken identities.
Gita.
No, it was made in 1989.
Mid 1989. Chalbaz.
Yes.
Chalbaz. See, I get one.
You got it right, you get one, yeah. You can have whatever one you.
Okay. Which one is this?
That
With
looks
almond.
that looks like almond.
Special
Almond
dark.
and
Oh,
milk
I like
chocolate.
dark
That's a really
chocolate.
good one, by the way.
Yes, I like dark chocolate and almond. Yeah.
Okay, right. Third question. The character is called Charlie and Gudu, and there's a rivalry between these two pairs. One has a lisp and the other one has stutter. And one is a gangster and the other one is an NGO worker. You can...
One is a startup. Duplicate.
No.
No, Charlie and what?
So one's called Charlie and the one's called Gudu.
One
It was
called
quite
Charlie?
recent. It wasn't like, and it's got, if I give you the clue, you'll probably get it right, so I'm not good. It's got someone called Kapoor in it.
What? Arjun Kapoor? No, Ranbir
No.
Kapoor. Who does?
No, there's another Kapoor that you've missed. He was at the IFAs recently. And he was with Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, Shahid Kapoor. Kamine.
Yes.
Yeah, Kamine. Yeah, one had a lisp. Yeah,
It's a good film.
Very
Another
good film.
double role film.
Yes, I liked it.
Okay, so fourth question. You can have another chocolate, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You
I'll catch up, don't worry. I'll take some home.
Okay, you're welcome to take the whole
Yeah.
thing. Okay, so the next one is, this is a sequel, by the way. So it was originally a film, and then they made it into a sequel, which, you know, could end up happening with your film, right?
Oh, yeah, franchise.
So one is a housewife, the other one is a athlete, and she won the Best Actress Award for this. And it was made in 2015.
Kangana in Tanu Weds Wedding.
Yes.
Tanu met, what is that?
Tanu
Tanu Weds Manu, yes. Tanu Weds Manu. Tanu Wed Wedding, yeah. Tanu Weds Manu, yeah.
I can't give you.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
No, come on. So I've got one left to take back home.
One more. Last question. Okay. He was made to look 25 years younger. It's an India psychological thriller produced by Aditya Chopra. And this guy is a die-hard fan of a Bollywood superstar called Aryan Khanna.
Fan.
Hey,
Shah Rukh Khan.
well
Yeah.
done. You got
Thank you.
4 out of 5. Well done, you. So you can have 4 chocolates, but you can have. I'll let you have all of them since
That's
you
my
haven't had
calories for
breakfast.
the week, guys. Thank you. I'll starve now.
So do you work out? Do you?
I do work out, yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you have a healthy, restrictive diet?
Not restrictive, but definitely healthy.
Yeah.
You gotta be. I mean, it's part of our job. Every film, every character requires a look.
Thank you.
And you don't do that, but you look great, lovely.
No, thank you. I don't do that at all. I need to
Are you playing
start.
different characters like us?
I could be.
You're lucky you're playing yourself. Yeah.
I'm playing myself.
Yeah. So yeah, we have to. But I also love working out. I also
Yeah.
like being fit. I think even if I wasn't an actor, I would have been working out and staying in shape.
Could you be the next James Bond? I think you could. You look like a James
so?
Bond. Yeah, you
could
do.
be.
I think you should audition for a James Bond.
Maybe
film.
you never know. Are they hunting? Yes. The world's becoming smaller and smaller. You never know.
Exactly.
An Indian James Bond first.
Yeah,
That'll be a first.
That would be amazing.
That'll be amazing.
I think
Wow.
you've got the physique and the looks, you know, and it's all about. I mean, of course, about acting as well. But anyway.
Personality to it. Yeah.
Exactly. Right, I'm going to go through some questions. Your fans have gone completely crazy on my social media, so I have to respond to some of them because if I don't, they'll curse me.
Yeah.
So let's quickly have a look through to see what questions they've asked. Okay. Let's start off with the first question. Okay, so a guy, his name is Anup, he's asked, how many songs are there in Gentleman?
Oh, we have a very interesting album. We have about 5 songs. You only heard the first one, which is Disco Disco, which is an original composition on a nice take on disco tracks.
Right.
And I think it's a lot of fun, and Sachin Jigar have done a great job to mix a retro tune with a new age twist. And then we have Baat Ban Jaye, which is a romantic track between me and Jacqueline. Not a romantic track, but like a friendly, happy song between me and Jacqueline in Miami. Then we have Chandralekha, which is a karaoke track.
Okay.
It's a take on karaoke, how this guy would sing a karaoke song. We have Banduk Meri Laila, which people are liking a lot, which we will release, which is in the trailer.
Has it released?
No, which is in
I
the
was gonna
trailer.
say, I haven't seen it.
Only one song has come out as yet,
Okay.
so we're going to
The
release
disco
all of
one.
them. Only the disco one, yes.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And then we have a slow track, which is Lagi Na Chute Na, which is a nice, slightly intense track to it. So, yeah, I love the album. I think, Sachin Jigar have done a great job to prop up the film with a lot of good music. And, yeah, we're pretty excited to release the songs one by one as soon as we go into August.
Yeah, not too far from
Not too
August.
far,
Yeah. Okay. Somebody else has asked a question saying, Gaurav or Rishi, whose performance...
Do I get a candy for that answer as well?
You're welcome. Yeah, of course you can. Someone's asked a question, Gaurav or Rishi, whose performance would be a whistleblower in Gentleman?
Whoa, I think Rishi has more of the exciting, thrilling stuff. But yeah, you'll be surprised by Gaurav as well. You have to see the film.
Okay, yes. So I forgot about Sunil Shetty's in the film.
Yes,
I totally forgot about him, and I saw him.
Yeah.
Great comeback. I mean, he was one of my favorite actors as a kid growing up. What's it like working with him?
It was extremely daunting in the beginning because he's done some great action characters and he's done some great action films. and even the way he carries himself still, you know, with that presence and that personality, it's sometimes daunting. But he was extremely sweet and warm, and you know, I think we hit it off, and we were just having conversations about work and about fitness and about our film, and you know, he does so much more with his you know, time right now apart from doing films, and we were really happy that he's part of our film. And yeah, people really enjoy his performance after a while. He's taken a break.
He's been in a negative role, right?
Yes,
so it's a kind of different take.
Yeah, it's an interesting take. He's got a grey and negative character. And he interacts with me a lot in the film, and yeah, people have liked him and his look in the trailer a lot. So we're excited to present him after a while. Hopefully, we've done justice to his presence.
How long has it been? Do you know how long has it been since
he did a film?
Now.
He did a film about 8 years ago, I think. No, Mehuna was his last film.
Yeah, Mehuna. That was.
Mehuna was 5-6 years ago.
Was it?
Was it 2010, 2011?
2000. I was longer than that, I think.
Or maybe. So.
It feels like it wasn't that long ago.
4. Wow, 2004, so that's a long
I was to say, it was a long time ago, nearly 13 years ago. Somebody's asked, Ruhi has asked, describe Kavya in one word.
Kavya?
Yeah.
Oh, Jacqueline's character. Well, she is, in my film, she's playing, if I had to give away, she's playing Gaurav's colleague. We work in the same workspace. She's like the office sweetheart. She is... I would say she knows maybe that Gaurav has a sweet spot for her in the film, and she sometimes take advantage of that in a sweet way, and just like all other women, as soon as they find out somebody likes them, they're like, come on.
That is very true. But shouldn't be.
Gaurav's her puppy dog kind of thing, chasing her around. And yeah, and then you see a little more aggressive and cool side to her as well. Right. She's not a girl who would take it you know, lightly or take it on the sly. She would stand up and fight, and that's what you see her doing.
Okay, one final question before we end the
and she does a bit of pole dancing, which is like all.
And you're loving this pole dancing. Now I'm looking forward to seeing this pole dance.
Yes, I'm very excited with Jackie learning and doing pole dancing.
That is a pretty fun thing to do, right?
Yes, I
know. Okay, right. Somebody's asking here. His name is, I can't tell you what's his name, but Nagbo something. He said, which shoot location of A Gentleman you loved the most?
It has to be Miami.
Really?
We shot in Miami for 2 weeks. It was my first time in Miami, and I got to do all the cool stuff. We shot a song there. We did some action there. So I think we had the best of both. Miami's got a great beach life, and you know, the culture of getting out and you know, just hanging out on the beach is amazing.
That doesn't sound like doing work at all.
Exactly. So we just had a lot of tough times, you know, chilling on the beach, you know, just like seeing good people around, and
eating lots.
Again, chilling again, having some coconut water around in the middle, jumping into the water, coming out, jumping in. It was actually didn't feel like work at all. So I hope people like it. But the action was. We got some really cool buildings that I was jumping off of, and yeah, we've got a really nice location for that action sequence. And so yeah, best of both. So I think Miami was really interesting.
Sidharth, before we go, okay, you're a very good dancer.
Wow. Really?
You are a good, and we love Gana Chashma. Here in the UK, we love Gana Chashma. Yes. Can you show us a quick dance move from The Gentleman, like a small little, and we have to obviously move the camera. Would you be able to? I won't be doing it because I'm terrible.
That's easy. Do disco. Everybody can do disco.
Okay, right.
Okay,
we can stand. We can sit down.
Disco, we'll sit down.
Okay,
disco
cool.
is all about pointing. I think they worked in traffic before, and that's how they came up with it. They're always pointing right or left or up and down.
Okay.
It's some kind of direction, north, south, east, west.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. So it's easy.
Yeah.
So we'll do. Okay, ready? So we'll just disco. We'll go right first.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. Disco, disco. Disco, disco.
Okay. We have the music.
Disco. We have to have the music.
Yeah, we'll put some music.
So disco, as I said, it's all about pointing, guys.
Yeah.
Point wherever you have to, whether it's a girl right there, or whether it's the bedroom right there, or the food is right there, or then she's right here.
And you're right here.
That's me, exactly. So disco's all about fingers and pointing. So we've got the disco moves.
Good stuff, Sidharth. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, do check out any messages.
Yes, thank you guys. Please check out A Gentleman, 25th of August. An action comedy like no other, and hope to see you guys at the movies.
Guys, I'm Attika Choudhary signing out.
And this is A Gentleman signing out, guys.